วันนี้อาจารย์เข้าไหมครับ
Recording in progress.
Hey, good afternoon. Glad you guys could make it. There's about 36 of you, and we'll pretty much be working mostly on job ads and resumes today. The book covers both. First of all, let's just take a look at the schedule here. Yeah, job search and job advertisements. Don't forget to go to e-learning. Let me see if I can find you guys, our group 29, I believe. There it is. So don't forget, please join e-learning here. I'll put the little reminder in the line so you don't forget, hopefully so you don't forget to join. Where is it though? E5, okay, group 29. Yeah, group 29. So that's the name, the official name. There's a short version, but basically you just need to know E5, group 29. Make sure it's term, yeah, 2021, 22, term 3. Anyway, so And in there, you'll find all kinds of good information, of course. And don't forget to watch these job app search and job advertisement, especially reading job ads will be very helpful for you because on the final exam, you will need to read a job ad, okay? Uh-oh, what did I do? Okay, well, that's done now. Let's get the PowerPoint over here. Sorry. So we left off around here the other day. Supporting opinions, guys, okay? So this part, when you're like, for example, when you're doing an interview, don't just say you have good leadership skills. Give examples. Show us how or what are these leadership skills that you have, okay? So you got to give examples. So, and then there's two ways of saying these kinds of things where you support an opinion. You can say, for example, to introduce a complete sentence, right? So that's a complete sentence after the for example. Completed sentence. So for example, he worked, subject, verb, right? And you can see down, well, never mind. The other option is, what if it's a list? So if you're going to do a list, you use such as, a list of 2 or more specific examples. So you can see down here, there's no noun, no subject, verb. There's just a list, French, Spanish, and German. So this is how we do it. Why don't you listen to the examples and try to hold on to this. For example, to introduce a new sentence that gives provides evidence of your opinion. It's not just an opinion. It's like, here's my evidence. And such as is for a list. Here we go.
Unit 9.
Oops, no sound.
Reading and writing a CV. Supporting opinions. Exercise 1.
Jason has some relevant experience. For example, he worked at a trading company. He speaks several foreign languages, such as French, Spanish, and German.
Okay, so you see the first one, you see a full sentence after, for example. It starts with a period. For example, comma, he worked at a trading company. Oh, we have a question here. Oh, the line group. Yeah, you don't have that yet. Okay. Yes, I do. Okay, so let's get you guys that aren't in the line group yet, get you in there. Yeah, I forget we're only in week 2, right? So let's get that up. So yeah, I just sent something to the, oh, somebody just left the line group. But that's okay. I think you probably just, probably joined another group. Okay, so we are group, boy, I have trouble because I teach 3 English 5s in a row today. You guys are group 29. So your QR code for the line group is here. Okay, so this should get you, check it, but make sure, but that should be the line group for this class. It's group 29 line group, okay? So, oh, I should get rid of that red text, right? Anyway, so please join the line group and join the e-learning. And what else can I do here? Well, while I wait for you, let me see. I had trouble. Where would that be? Zoom. Ah, there it is. Zoom. Boy, this is tricky. Okay, so hopefully you guys have joined the line group. what I'm going to do now is let's really dig into this book here, okay? So what you need to do is match the opinions on the left. So there's an opinion, for example, the position has some good benefits. And you might say, oh, really? Good benefits? What might they be? And then you could say, for example, the job includes blah, 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 right? Or such as, it might be comma, quote, comma, such as. So try to match up these, the opinion on the left with the examples on the right. Let's see the next one, B. I have some experience with people from other cultures. And people are going to say, yeah, well, what do you mean? Tell me about that. I need to know more, right? So that's what we're getting at with these things. Another one to look at is, I'm interested in several different fields of study. And someone might say, well, which ones? You know, don't just say several fields of study. You mean art? You mean like drama? You mean engineering sorts? What kind of fields? There's so many fields of study. Tell me what you mean. And lastly, you might find yourself answering something like, she doesn't have very important office skills. Really? What am I, you know, so what are the office skills she's missing? I need to know more. She seemed like a good employee. What are the office skills she's missing? And lastly, British people don't include personal information on their CV. And you might be like, what do you mean? What are these that you're talking about, right? So anyway, let's try to match these up. Now here's the examples that are going to line up. Some of them are sentences like, she can't use Excel or PowerPoint. Which one of those 6 things does that go with? And then you have a list, age, race, and marital status. That would go, that's a list. So such as age, race, and marital status. And what is that an example of? High salary, long holidays, and a comfortable office goes with which ones, right? My family hosted an exchange student from Brazil. Now that's a full sentence. So you'll be doing like, for example, my family hosted an exchange student from Brazil. Well, what does that match up with? Last one, 5, engineering and computer science. Those are examples of what? Such as engineering and computer science. Okay, so now I do have a place for you to write down these answers, okay? Oh, what do we got here? No homework due last week. No, I just was hoping you would look at this material, but no homework yet. Nothing like that. So now we are in this part, reading and writing a CV supporting opinions. Let me share this with you. So another thing, hold on, invite, share. Oh, here we go. Get Q, I can't see my eyes. Okay. Get QR code. So what I need is I need you guys to, dang it. I need you to, oh, there it is. Can you guys scan that QR code? And I also try and send it to your chat box here. So please join this through the QR code. I'm going to download it. See if I can get that to open. Okay. So hopefully you can see that. And now, where is it? QR code. Okay. Great. So please join the Padlet, and you'll see the first thing it says. Well, there's another way to join too, in case that didn't work. I can also share the link. So option B is to just go to the link here. Okay, so 2 ways to join it. So please join it, add your name, very good, and your SUT ID. And now we're going to start working on 2A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what you could do for A, or 2, yeah, it's actually A. A, you might be the position, right? Right? Has some good benefits, comma, such as, you know, comma, and then, okay, let's just do it this way. What's the correct answer? It matches with 3, right? and yeah, okay, so 3. Let's just do it this way. Okay, let me do it, make it more simple. 3, and then the you got ... So the position has some good benefits, comma, such as a high salary, long holidays, and a comfortable office. Okay, so that's one way to do it. So the answer for that one is 2A. The answer A is 3. And you could try doing it like that. That would be helpful to make sure you're using, for example, and such as correctly. Okay, I had to fix something. Now, what about this next one here? What does that say? It says, I have some experience with people from other cultures. Try to use the for example or such as. So you could write the, kind of like I did, you could put the number, and then for example, comma, and then write down whatever, or comma, such as, and then what's the list? So there's 2 ways to answer these, but just first of all, what matches which number? The position has good benefits, such as a high salary, long holidays, and a comfortable office. Sorry. Okay, so anybody get number 2, C, B, C, D, or E? I have experience with people from other cultures. What's your example going to be, right? You have how many options are left? It's got, oh, very good. For example, my family hosts, oh, very good. You even use the correct form. Well done. That's perfect. Yeah, great. Now try 2C. Such as engineering and computer science. Oh, good. I got to make this bigger. I can't read these. But yeah, comma, such as engineering and computer science. Now, don't forget to put there would be a comma, before the such as, but other than that, perfect. Okay, well done. Okay. So those are examples of different fields of study. D, okay, such as age, race. Oh, wait a minute. D is not fitting. For example, yeah, don't forget, she doesn't have some very important office skills, period. For example, she can't use Excel. So this is pretty close. Let me make a slight correction. I'll edit it. Whoops. So what I would do is make that a capital because it's its own sentence. So period, space, for example, comma, she can't use Excel or PowerPoint. Then you got it perfect. Last one, 2E, British people don't include personal information on their CVs. 2, comma, such as age, race, and marital status. Quite good. Let me just make a slight change. You would want to put a comma space. Oh, age space and marital status space. But otherwise, very good. Okay, well done. Okay, so continuing on, let's, I keep getting this phone call. Hold on a sec, guys, but, oh, I didn't show you the example. So take a look at these answers while I try answering this. Hello? Oh, hey, what, I'm teaching now, okay? You going to art or something? Anyway, I have to go back to class, okay? Bye. Yeah. Maybe. Bye. Thanks. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, continuing on. So you can see the answers too written in full sentence here, in case it wasn't clear. The position, so anyone with such as, you'll notice is a list. You have comma, such as, and then the list. But if it's a sentence like my family hosted, she can't use, then you got a period, space, for example, comma, and then you have the sentence, my family hosted, she can't use, okay? Okay, so let's continue now. Okay, now what they're gonna do is look at a bunch of resumes here. So they'll be talking about the resumes, okay? So what you need to do is first time we listen to them talk about each of the resumes, you have to figure out, do they like or dislike each person's resume? Not the person, just the resume, okay? Yeah, so you can take a look here. Let's see. So as we start, you can see I left you spaces right here. 3A, do they like or, oh, you already think, oh, it says like, you're right, it's already there. But let's do the rest of them. Okay, so figure out, do they like or dislike each one? So some of them are tricky. They might like some things, but not everything. But let's give it a listen, okay? So decide for 3A, 3B, 3C, and 3D, whether they like or dislike each one. And then we'll go to reason and example. But first time, just like or dislike.
Unit 9. Reading and writing a CV. Supporting opinions. Exercise 3. A.
Okay, so who's next?
Let's look at this one, Jeff Zimmer.
Wait, where's his photo?
Actually, British people don't include photos with their CVs. It's actually against the law to ask someone for their photo on an application here.
Oh, yes, that's right. Well, what do you think?
I think he looks good. He's got some good experience. For example, he's working now at Alliance. That company is pretty similar to ours.
B.
Oh dear.
Well, at least it's different.
Yes, but it's way too informal. Pink paper?
And look at this font.
Yes, it looks like a party invitation.
And the email address.
Just want to have fun at hotmail.com? That's not very professional.
Well, I don't think we even need to read this one, do you?
No, I guess we don't.
C.
Okay, Jackie, I don't know how to pronounce the last name.
Do you think she's too young?
Well, the CV doesn't give her age. This is Britain, you know.
Yes, but if she just graduated last year.
We still don't know how old she is.
True, but look at her job experience. It's just not relevant.
None of it.
She's certainly done a lot of things, such as video shop assistant, swimming coach. She's worked in a coffee shop. I don't think she knows what she wants to do.
Well, I guess she won't be working here.
Okay, just checking something. She won't be working here. How does that sound? Does it sound like they want to hire her?
D.
Well, this one looks good.
Only one job?
Yes, but look at his education. A double major in business and German. And he's had some good classes such as international law and contracts. That could be really useful.
Yes, if he learned enough.
Well, we can ask him in an interview.
All right. I think we should talk to him.
E.
Well, very impressive.
Yes, maybe too impressive.
What do you mean?
Well, I think she's overqualified, don't you?
Overqualified? What do you mean?
Well, I think she's ready for a higher position than this one. For example, at Williams and Rose, she was a general manager.
Yes, I see what you mean. And was that her first job?
Oh, no. British people list their most recent jobs first.
Oh, right. Still, she might want a much higher salary than we can offer, too. I wonder why she applied for this job. Do you think we should interview her?
I don't know. I think we have enough people already who clearly fit this job.
Okay, let's see. I don't see. Oh, dislike. Good. Okay. Yeah, they dislike that one. And then C, did they like or dislike it? Okay, dislike for C, good job. And D, like, very good. Oh, most of you got it, like, yep. And the last one was tricky. Oh, not that tricky. Okay, you guys got it, good. It's a dislike, great. Now, we're gonna listen again. Now, this time I left you a new space to write down the reason why they either like or dislike someone. They give a reason, they don't just say, we don't like them. What is the reason given for 3A? We already know that it's that they have good experience, but what are the examples? For example, right? They like him, for example, so he has good experience. For example, he's worked for Apple for 40 years, right? Or whatever it might be. Or for example, she's been working at Google for a decade, but that's the kind of thing. Yeah. Okay, now. Oh, sorry. You ready? So each one, look at the reason and example. We already know the reason for number one. So you could do something like this. You could write, oh, all right, something just turned on that I wanted to stay off. So what you need to do is, okay, a relevant company beforehand. Okay, you remember. But anyways, you could put reason, so good experience, and then colon, and then what, like maybe it's a list or it's a for example, like that. So try something like that, a list or a for example. So you got good experience or he, for example, he blah, 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 blah. Okay, listen again, and here we go, and try to fill in 3A.
Unit 9. Reading and writing a CV. Supporting opinions. Exercise 3. A.
Okay, so who's next?
Let's look at this one. Jeff Zimmer.
Wait, where's his photo?
Actually, British people don't include photos with their CVs. It's actually against the law to ask someone for their photo on an application here.
Oh, yes, that's right. Well, what do you think?
I think he looks good. He's got some good experience. For example, he's working now at Alliance. That company is pretty similar to ours.
B.
Oh dear.
Well,
So what was the examples they gave? What is it that gave him a good, why did they like him? He said they had good experience. For example, great, he worked for a company similar. Very good. Like our company. So here you can look at the blue text. That's the blue is about, okay, let me use color matching or something. Let's see if I can find a similar color. It's not exactly the same, but it'll have to do. Okay, so like or dislike, right, is the blue. And then the yellow, that has to do with the reason and example, okay? So now, so what do you think? I think he looks good. So there's the like, and the reason is he's got good experience. Examples are, he works at a company, it's similar to ours. Okay, let's try B now.
at least it's different.
Oh, back up.
Yes, but it's way...
B.
Oh dear.
Well, at least it's different.
Yes, but it's way too informal. Pink paper?
And look at this font.
Yes, it looks like a party invitation.
And the email address.
Just wanna have fun at hotmail.com? That's not very professional.
Well, I don't think we even need to read this one, do you?
No, I guess we don't.
C.
Okay, so what do we get for B? Not professional. Very good. Pink paper, font, email. Now, young, remember, they don't know their age. They really don't know. So they were talking about, and you'll see that in a sec, but very good if you got not professional, pink paper, font, and email address. The blue, like or dislike. So we know they dislike it. Why? We don't need to read it. Well, that's how we know that they don't like it. And then why? Not professional, too informal. Look at the font and the email. Okay. Next one, like or dislike. We already know they dislike. Why?
Okay. No, I guess we don't.
C.
Okay. Jackie, I don't know how to pronounce the last name.
Do you think she's too young?
Well, the CV doesn't give her age. This is Britain, you know.
Yes, but if she just graduated last year.
We still don't know how old she is.
True, but look at her job experience. It's just not relevant.
None of it.
She's certainly done a lot of things, such as video shop assistant, swimming coach. She's worked in a coffee shop. I don't think she knows what she wants to do.
Well, I guess she won't be working here.
Okay, so we know they dislike. What is the reason? Did you catch it? I can play it again if you need. Let me. I don't see any answers yet, so maybe.
Read this one, do you?
C.
Okay. Jackie, I don't know how to pronounce the last name.
Do you think she's too young?
Well, the CV doesn't give her age. This is Britain, you know.
Yes, but if she just graduated last year,
We still don't know how old she is.
true, but look at her job experience. It's just not relevant.
None of it.
She's certainly done a lot of things, such as video shop assistant, swimming coach. She's worked in a coffee shop. I don't think she knows what she wants to do.
Well, I guess she won't be working here.
D.
Well, this one looks.
Anybody get that one? Oh, good. Job experience not relevant. Very good. She worked at a video shop, swimming coach, coffee shop. Well done. And you can see the blue. I don't think she knows what she wants to do. I guess she won't be working here. So they wanted someone a little more focused, right? Yeah.
E.
Well, this one looks good.
Only one job?
Yes, but look at his education. A double major in business and German. And he's had some good classes such as international law and contracts. That could be really useful.
Yes, if he learned enough.
Well, we can ask him in an interview.
You're right. I think we should talk to him.
E.
Well,
So with D, we're trying to figure out why did they like him, right?
coach. She's worked.
Well,
D.
Well, this one looks good.
only one job?
Yes, but look at his education. A double major in business and German. And he's had some good classes such as international law and contracts. That could be really useful.
Yes, if he learned enough.
Well, we can ask him in an interview.
You're right. I think we should talk to him.
E.
Well,
Great. Okay, D, right. Education, right? Double major in business and German classes and international law and contracts. Yeah, very close with that. So good job. So you can see education is good, double major, business and German classes and international law and contracts. That's like contracts you might do, long-term relationship between companies or something like that. Whoa, sorry guys. Next one. The very last one.
impressive.
Yes, maybe too impressive.
E.
Well, very impressive.
Yes, maybe too impressive.
What do you mean?
Well, I think she's overqualified, don't you?
Overqualified? What do you mean?
Well, I think she's ready for a higher position than this one. For example, at Williams and Rose, she was a general manager.
Yes, I see what you mean. And was that her first job?
Oh, no. British people list their most recent jobs first.
Oh, right. Still, she might want a much higher salary than we can offer, too. I wonder why she applied for this job. Do you think we should interview her?
I don't know. I think we have enough people already who clearly fit this job.
Overqualified. Very good. She was a general manager. Oh, sorry. I forgot to show you this, I think. Sorry. Should we interview her? I think we have enough people already implies they don't want her. That's a pity. And what is true, sometimes you're just out of sync with what they're looking for. Okay. Now we're moving on to 4A. Now these ones I know are a bit tricky for you guys, but you're just trying to give an example for yourself. I have some interesting hobbies and interests for you. What would you say? So that one's a good one for a list because it sounds like more than one. So I might say, I have some interesting hobbies and interests, such as, right? Such as hiking, trekking, rock climbing, and listening to indie music or something, right? For me, that's a little bit of what I do, right? But just give examples like that. For B, I know some people with good jobs, and you could say what kind of jobs. You say, for example, for example, my uncle is a chemistry professor, and he seems very happy with his career, right? C, I took some useful classes in high school or college, right? So you might make a list. It could be comma or such as social psychology for me, and what's the other one? Statistics, for example. And oh, wait a minute. Oh, there's some jobs I wouldn't like. So, you could say, for example, I wouldn't want to be an interstellar astronaut. I kind of like Earth. Actually, I probably wouldn't be that bad, but just try to think of something interesting. And the last one, I have plans for the future. Might be comma, such as writing a book and, I don't know, opening a coffee shop, something like that. Those are examples for me. How about you? Great, your father's a lawyer. Good example, well done. Oh, and here's some more examples too. Enjoy rock climbing and sailing, market researcher, Chinese. Wouldn't want to be an office assistant. I like to travel the world and open my own hotel. So I'll slide these over so you can take a look at them while you maybe give some more examples. Mm. Caffeine. Great answers. I really appreciate you guys writing some things down. That's really good. Okay, let's see. Did anybody else write something? Police, soldier, and prime minister. Yeah, those don't look fun. Great examples. Oh, and these are great. Dancing, swimming, playing games, running. Wonderful. Lots of good answers there. Okay. Oh, sorry, guys. Good Lord. Okay, so now reading and writing a CV. How do we do this? So this one is so important. I'm going to put this in line for you guys, okay? This is critical for your resumes, okay? So if I remember, you guys are group, where are you? 29. Okay, so please use this chart to help you write your resume, okay? So I'm going to attach it here. Let's make it bigger for a moment. Maybe it'll do a better screenshot. I never know. So I'll put that in the, I should put that in the chat box too, right? Let's make that into a note. So I put it into your notes. I'm going to put this in an area called resume writing, okay? I'll see if there's more things to add to that, but I think this one's really helpful, guys. Okay. The other thing, oh yeah, let me also send it to your chat box. Ooh. Wait, thought I had it. Now this one's weird to me. Let me see. Why did they do it like this? I can make that a lot bigger, I think. There's no need for it to be that small. Okay, that's way better. Okay, so reading and writing a CV. So the key information on this thing, is when you talk about experience, you use formal language and you don't use I. So don't say I wrote articles for school newspaper. Get rid of the I, change it to wrote articles for the school newspaper. That's how you do a resume or CV. Also, I'll need this in a minute. I know a lot about is too informal, and it has I. To fix that, we change it to familiar with office machines, okay? I have a lot of experience, again, sounds unprofessional. We don't usually say, that's too informal. Change that from I have a lot of experience to experienced in sales. No I, and just change experience to experienced. Lastly, I was in charge of training part-time staff. Change that to in charge of is informal, formal, responsible for training part-time staff, okay? Now, what else should you know? So the I got, so what are the several things going on? Again, so the I, get rid of the I, change the informal to formal, and use the past tense, ed. Well, sorry, not ed, my God, what am I saying? I'm trying to say this is the past tense here. And with experience, not past tense, but change it to experienced. And then these other words, instead of saying I know a lot, we can say familiar with. Instead of saying in charge of, we can say responsible for. So those are some of the changes to notice. And no I, okay, get rid of all these I's when you talk about experience. And then slightly different, so this is experience. Now, when we're talking about skills and abilities, we just list it, okay? So delete I, use formal language. Skills and abilities, list it. Instead of saying I can use, take these words, what are the things that you can use, and come up with a category. What's the category? Computer skills, colon, Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Excel. Same idea. I can speak German becomes what? What is German and Korean? Those are languages. So languages, colon, fluent German, basic Korean. So do you see the pattern? No I. Make a list for skills and abilities. And for anything with experience, get rid of I and use simple past, or replace I know a lot with a more formal, professional sounding phrase. Hopefully you guys are ready. Let's move on. Got to clear all that. So, reading and writing a CV. Here we go. So, take a look. There's a narrative here, right? So this person says in her little narrative, or his, her. I know why I thought it was her. Anyways, I have a lot of experience in teaching primary school children. So do you see right here, primary school children? So teaching primary school children. So right here, the same phrase, teaching primary school children. What goes here though, get rid of the I and use past tense and formal from this part. No I, make it past tense, and make sure to keep it formal. You need a example, look here, whoops. So you can see on here, there's an example, a very similar one, right? So that will go right here, teaching primary school children. So looking at the model here, let's put over here. So instead of experience teaching, we could say, so how about this one? I have a lot of experience in teaching right here. Let's look at this as our example. Experienced in or with? Very good. Yeah, I see your answer there. Whoops. Ooh. Anyways, okay. So you got it. Experienced in teaching, good job. Or experienced with, they both work fine. Okay, then the next one, current methods. So that shows up on the next line. Let's see what color should I use? Brown. How about that? Oops. So current methods for teaching young children. Current methods for teaching young children. Now this part I know a lot about. It's going to go here. And remember, let's look at our example. We had something very similar right here. So do you see, I know a lot about, could we go to familiar with, right? Does that seem like a good example? Okay, good. So yeah, I see your answer here. Well done. Familiar with. Good. Uh-oh. So experienced in, responsible for. Oh, what did I do? Yes. So familiar with current methods right here. Let me clear out my junk here. And the last one, yes, responsible for planning lessons for tutoring staff. Now go to the personal characteristics. Personal characteristics, oopsie. Those are like skills and abilities or something that makes you stand out or talent. And those are, in this example here, let's go with the reddish color. Okay, they're going to be here. I'm a good teacher. Why? So what are her characteristics? Patient, organized, energetic. So we already know the heading. Personal characteristics, colon, right? Colon, and then what are the skills? Patient, organized, and energetic, okay? Sorry, guys, I don't know what happened there, so I have to share the screen again. It just cut out. I have no idea. Maybe I just lost Wi-Fi. I don't know. Now, let's look at viewpoints. So look at this text. The woman here wrote about CVs in France or resumes in France. Write true or false for A, B, and C. A, it's common to include a photo with your CV. Remember, in France, not everywhere, not England, not US, France. So see what she wrote. Also B, it's okay to list sports that you play. True or false? And CVs are usually handwritten. Think about that, right? So I left 2 places here, true, false, true, false, true, false. So I already see some of you are writing true. Let's highlight the area where that answer might be found, okay? So including a photo, where do they talk about photo? Right here. In France, a CV is more complete. And in France, we include information like our age, our marital status, children, and also a photograph, okay? So very good, you got it. Photographs, true. B, uh-oh, sorry. What about B? So with B, what do you got here? You've got, it's okay to list sports that you play. True or false? That was slightly trickier, but not too bad. Uh-oh, what's this? Oh. True, it is okay. Tricky one though, because let's look at that one. You can see they say they like you to put down interests, but be careful. If you list only individual sports, they might think you're not a good team player. So they don't mind sports, but it needs to show that you're a good team player. So that one is true. Last one of this set. CVs are usually handwritten. False. Good. A lot of you are getting it. Let's see. How did you know that? Where would it say something about that? It says right here, years ago, meaning in the past, CVs were handwritten. But these days, they're all done on computer. But if you send a cover letter, you handwrite that. Okay? Good job. Now, how about Thailand? They ask us now. What are advantages and disadvantages of including a photograph? Well, this would be a good discussion thing, but since we're not in class, it's a bit hard for me to do. But a photograph, the advantage is, say if you have a good smile or something, like, in other words, people will feel comfortable with you. Well, maybe that's nice to show people. But on the other hand, maybe they don't like the way you look or your clothes. And that's not quite fair, you know? So mixed bag. How about college grades? College grades are tricky, right? Because if they're a really good score, maybe it's okay. But some people might think you're showing off. So these things are always complicated. Date of birth, right? So how about the date of birth? That would give you the age, right? And not everybody wants to be judged by their date of birth. How about whether you're single or married? That one's tricky, right? Single or married. Let's think about that. So is there anything that would be bad about them knowing? Maybe you're newly married. They're like, oh, geez, they're going to have babies. Maybe we don't want to hire them. Well, that's not fair, right? It shouldn't be like that. Gender, male, female, or whatever. Probably not a good idea, right? Because you just want them to take you based on who you are, not on whether you're a male or a female. There's some rare job where it's very critical to get the gender right. It's hard to imagine. Handwriting. For me, my handwriting is terrible, so it would be very bad. People would throw my resume out right away. I have had some engineers with awesome handwriting, and that's not a bad thing. Hobbies and interests, like they said, maybe if they show you're very curious, full of wonder, you want to learn, you challenge yourself, they might like that. And a listing of every job, why not? Okay. Lastly, in the Britain, how do they do a CV? Well, personal information like gender, age, and marital status, fine. Or, oh, sorry. Not fine in Britain. My God, I'm thinking of France still. Includes a photo. No, thank you. Sometimes exaggerates. Believe it or not, yes, sometimes. Personal hobbies? No, thanks. Color paper? No, thanks. Handwritten? Jobs from recent to oldest? Why not? So there's two things on that list. Okay. Oh, I guess so. Now, let's do a little bit more. Oh, yeah, I already asked about those. Okay. What we're going to do is look at another job title. A job advertisement. So again, remember to go to e-learning to refresh yourself on that. Watch that video. But for now, let's look at your major. I'm going to find out what major you guys are. And then we could look up some jobs and see if you can fill in this chart. Oh, where'd it go? My power. Oh, did I close it? Oh, no. Oh, it's in another window or something like that. Tab. Okay. Somebody told me about this and I always forget. But okay, so English course IST 30 1105. Okay. And you guys are group 29. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Do I have this right? Wait, did I English for Careers, group 29. Okay, so we have medicine, and we've got some environmental engineering, metallurgical. I'm just trying to find a good major to look up. Let's do more than one then, I guess. So we're gonna look for jobs, and then I just want you to fill in these blanks here. So let's try the CPE, TCE, ME. Well, mechanical engineering is so general. Let's do that one. So entry level. Remember, your first job is entry level engineering, or not engineering, mechanical engineering jobs. Okay. So let's see what we got. Well, that's looking under Indeed. They seem to have as good a listing as I can find. So mechanical engineering engineer in training. Okay. Let's try that unless we see a better one in the first few. These are all, oh. I'm just trying to find a nice location, but who cares? Let's just find, what's this one? 64,000 a year. Well, we could try this one. At least it's a mechanical engineer. So what I want you to do is figure out reading a job ad. Let's see, where is it? I don't see it yet. Maybe it's, maybe my internet is slow. Does this open it? Okay, good. Okay, so number one, what is the job title? You can write that down. I left you a space for that. Okay, look carefully. What is the job title? The name of the job. Oh. After that, what's the company name? Can you find it? Then the location of the job. Where would you work if you got that job? Then what? Well, the next stage would be salary. Can you find his salary or estimated salary? Job duties. What will you do if you get the job? This is not qualifications. This is what you will be trained to do if you get the job. Then we have qualifications. What you must be able to do to get the job, okay? And anything else, and any contact information. How do you apply for this job, okay? So let's go back to the first one. Anybody get the name of the job? I'm gonna, let's click on this. Whoa. Ah. What the heck? Something went awry here. Anybody see it? The job title. Well, they normally put it right on top. Job title will be mechanical, very good. Mechanical engineering in training 1. So that's the whole name. So you got part of the name. So oops. Training 1 would be like the level. They have different levels as you proceed along your training experience. Company name. Can you guys see a company name? Maybe it's a little tricky of this one. It's on there more than once though. Can you see it? Before the city, before the address, they usually put the company name. Great, Ewing Cole. Very good. That's the company name, or at least that's who's hiring or will hire for a company. Ewing Cole, architecture, engineering, and interior design and planning firm. Okay, and then what? The name, where will you work? Most likely. Well, the only thing we can go by, jobs in, do you see where? What city? Oh, good. Yes, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, that's a city. And what salary? Now this one, they give you expected salary for that area. Can you see it? How much could you expect to make as an engineer in Philadelphia? That's right, 51,000 to 64,000, which sounds like a lot, but in a city like Philly, it might be okay. Hopefully you can go to a good school, your kids and stuff, but anyways. Now, job description, right? Where I'm asking you duties, what will you do on the job? So words like description, functions. I would say the key for this one is to look at what they call here functions. Now it's a little cut off, but I'll just crop. Oh wait, I know what to do. Ooh, that's a little small now, but okay. So description and functions. So function is what you're going to do on this job. Perform HVAC load calculations, right? Size and layout of ductwork and piping. And lastly, what are the qualifications, sometimes known as, in this case, you can see it, requirements. You must have these already. These, whether it's a degree or whether it's some sort of training or engineering training. So what are the qualifications, right? So, or requirements. So I think you can find them down here. You need to what? Have a Bachelor of Science in Engineering. You need an EIT maybe, or qualified to sit. 0 to 3 years experience. They don't want you too qualified. strong technical capacity, knowledge of AutoCAD, Microsoft Office Suite, and basic computer skills. The last thing I asked, is there a contact? So in other words, how do you apply for this job? Can you guys find it? It says here you must create an Indeed account before continuing to the company website to apply. Do you see that? So in other words, you must first create an account, then you can go to the company website. So in this case, you would need to go to company website, which you may be able to link to. And you need to do that. If you don't do it, then how are you going to get to that? You might be able to find it if you go to Ewing Cole, but who knows, right? So if we type in Ewing Cole jobs, maybe. We could try and find if they have a way to work around. Like, who says you have to go through Indeed, right? Okay, oh, Indeed again. They really want you to go through Indeed, I think. Oh, careers. Well, we could try that. I don't know why. Oh, there we go. Current openings. Oh, there we go. Click here for current openings. Just trying to show you how you might work through these and get a sense for it. There it is. I found it. And now are they going to send me back to Indeed? No. So this is right through the website. So probably the similar information. Very similar, yeah. And then, yeah, so you could just apply here. Forget Indeed. You don't always have to do Indeed is just like a collector for jobs. So they want you to upload your resume. And they'll automatically fill in your application. So I would need to find my resume, and they would somehow find your first name, last name, and all that. But anyways, that's, oh, what did I do? I think I closed something. Anyway, I think that's good for today. I think you guys should go off and have get ready for your holiday tomorrow. And I will see you again on, is it Friday maybe? But I hope you can have a good little holiday tomorrow, and then certainly for Songkran. But I'll see you again one more time, and we'll start focusing more on the resume next, okay? I hope that was helpful, and I hope you have a good evening. See you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye bye, teacher.
Thank you, teacher.